Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have a makeup tutorial for you guys, and I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this look that I have on my face right now. Obviously, this look was inspired by the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I saw that they recently filmed it on Saturday, and of course it's going live on Monday, which is today. So by the time you're watching this video, it will have just finished. But yeah, I have actually been planning this with my best friend Andrea since last year's Victoria's Secret fashion show. So we wanted to collaborate and bring you guys a look that is inspired by the show. So yeah, that is what today's video is going to be about. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with Andrea. If you are not familiar with her by now, you better ask somebody. I'm constantly talking about her here on my channel, so definitely make sure that you head over to her channel and check out the look that she created. After you're finished watching this video, I will have her channel and her video linked for you guys down below. Subscribe to her channel, show her some love, and of course let her know that I sent you. But of course, like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys how to recreate this look, and I did use my Juvia's Place Masquerade eyeshadow palette, which honestly, I'm completely obsessed with every single eyeshadow palette on her site. But this is what this one looks like. It's absolutely stunning. And these last two rows right here, these warm shadows, they just give me life. So that's the palette that I'm going to be using to recreate this look for you guys. I hope that you enjoy. If you're new to my channel or if you're coming from Andrea's channel, hey, my name is Faye. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for today's video. I hope that you enjoy. If you do, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and also be sure to subscribe down below. It will add you to my fam here on YouTube and will make sure that you don't miss out on any future uploads from me. So without further ado, if you would like to see how to recreate this makeup tutorial, Victoria inspired makeup look, then please keep watching. Alrighty guys, so as usual, first things first, we are starting out with priming our eyelids. I'm using my MAC paint pot in the shade Laying Low. This is just going to give us a nice base to apply all of our shadows on top of, and I'm just going to blend and smooth that out with my finger. Following that, I'm just going to set that primer in place. I'm using a translucent setting powder by Black Radiance, and I'm just buffing this all over my entire lid, and it's just going to make sure that our eyeshadows do not skip on top of the primer. So following that, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place Masquerade palette, and the very first shade that I'm picking up is the shade Burkina, which is a neutral, kind of warm brown, and I'm just buffing this back and forth in my crease as our transition shade. And then following that, I'm picking up the shade Zulu, which is a really beautiful kind of burnt reddish brown shade. Really gorgeous color. And I'm applying this one a little bit more precisely in the crease right underneath that original shade that we applied. And then after that, I'm going in with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I'm just going to apply this all over my entire lid. This is just going to prep our lid for the eyeshadow that we're going to be applying on top, and it'll help your shadows to show up way more pigmented. So after I apply that on my lid, I'm going in with the shade Dahlia, I believe is how you pronounce it. But it's just a beautiful kind of champagne bronzy shade, absolutely stunning. And I'm going to be applying this all over my entire eyelid and then buffing and blending out the crease. This brush does not have any additional product on it. I'm just using it to blend out any harsh lines. And then following that, I'm going in with the shade Fulani. This is a dark, still somewhat medium brown. It's not as dark as I thought it was going to be, but it's kind of like a fudgy kind of chocolate brown. And I'm just applying this in the outer V. I'm not bringing it too much on the lid, but just creating a little bit of dimension in the outer V. So after that, I'm going to apply some liner and lashes, and then we can move on to the face. So first up, I'm going to prime my face with my Skindinavia Makeup Primer Spray. And then after that, I'm going in with this primer by Pure. Oh my gosh, I've been using this primer for a couple of weeks now and I'm obsessed. I don't think I've ever found a primer that smooths out as well as this one. It is bomb. So I'm just going to apply that all over my face, and then on top of that, I'm going in with the Hourglass primer as well, the Mineral Veil primer. And then I'm going to set all of that with that same translucent setting powder from Black Radiance. This is a little tip that I've been doing lately for all of my oily skin girls. I definitely recommend trying this out. You don't want to use a ton of powder, but just set your primer in place and it helps you to stay matte much longer. So after that, I'm going in with my NYX Dark Circle Concealer and applying that underneath my eyes and around my nose to do a little bit of color correcting. And then for my foundations today, I'm using a mixture of both of the L'Oreal Infallible foundations. One is Pro Matte and one is Pro Glow. I did want a little bit of radiance And since this is a Victoria's Secret fashion show makeup tutorial, I wanted to have a little bit of glow going on, but at the same time I am oily, so I have a natural glow happening, so I did want to add a little bit of a matte foundation in with that. And then to conceal any other dark spots or blemishes on my face, I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the shade Dark and just applying that on any areas that need a little bit of extra coverage. So following that, I'm going to apply my under eye concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. You guys know I absolutely love this concealer. It conceals and brightens all in one step. So I'm just going to apply that underneath my eyes and down the center of my face and blend it out with this beauty sponge. And then to set it in place, I'm using this translucent loose setting powder by Maybelline and a dry beauty blender to really pack that powder on top of all of the areas that I concealed, just to make sure that that concealer is locked and loaded and ready to go. So after that, I'm going to apply my brows off camera. You guys know the drill, all Anastasia products. Here I'm setting my brows with the clear brow gel and then going in with a little blush brush from e.l.f. and just buffing away all of that extra powder. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match powder in the shade Classic Tan and my absolute favorite brush from Morphe, the E1. And I'm just packing, or not really packing, just pressing that powder into my skin to set the rest of my face. So to finish off the eyes, the very first thing that I'm going to do is apply this nude liner by Rimmel. I decided to go with a nude just because I think it really opens up the eyes and gives you like a really soft, beautiful kind of look to your eyes. So I decided to go with that. And then after that, I'm just going to apply that deep brown that we use in the outer V really close to the lashes to define the eye, buff it out with that medium transition shade that we used in our crease, and then highlight my inner corner with the shade Gisa, which is a beautiful true champagne shade, absolutely stunning. So after that, I'm going to apply some mascara to my lower lashes, and then we can move on to contouring. So I am going to be mixing 2 Anastasia contour powders in the shades Havana and Espresso, and using those to carve out my cheekbones and my temples and also the sides of my nose. And then for my blush, I'm using the shade Peach Twist from MAC, which is a beautiful shimmery blush shade. And then for highlight, I'm going to be mixing 2 highlighters from the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection palette, the shades Prosecco Pop and of course the original Champagne Pop, and just applying that on all of the usual areas to highlight my face and give me that glow, girl. So after that, we can move on to the lips. I decided to go with a nude because I feel like that's like the signature look for Victoria's Secret models on the runway. They always have that perfect nude lip. So I started off by lining my lips with the Milani Cocoa lip pencil, and I filled them all the way in. And then after that, I went in with the shade Statement Nude, which is a L'Oreal Pro Matte Gloss, and just applied that right on top to give me that perfect nude for my skin tone. And then I just set all of that in place, and this is the final look. Alright guys, so that is going to bring us to the end of this tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you've been following my channel for a while, you guys know that these types of just natural bronzy looks are my absolute favorites to create. So I was all about this makeup look. I loved the way that it turned out. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up so that I'll know that you did, and also subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to head over to Andrea's channel. I will have it linked down below so that you can check out her Victoria's Secret inspired look as well. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.